In part 6 of the Getting to Know Dual Credit series, we're going to look at the creation and management of ACIT intake invoices. Under the Accounting menu, we select ACIT Intake and target the specific intake that we're working on. And search will bring up students that are eligible. And by eligible, the only prerequisite to being on this list are that they are previously registered with the ITA. So in an earlier segment, we opted not to register this first student, and if I hover over the caution icon, it'll tell me that the student is not registered with the ITA. Under normal circumstances, we would select all eligible students like so. I'm going to choose to leave one off because I'd like to show how to add a student to an existing invoice after we do the initial creation. So I'm going to go ahead and add students to a new invoice. There are no other invoices for the September 2016 intake, so that's exactly what I'm seeing here. I'll invoice the selected students, and a little bit of work to do here. So I know the ITA has a formula for exactly what they want their invoice number to be. I'm going to let them fill in the blanks around that, and I'm just going to put in a demo here. If any of this information is not accurate as to, the title, who it's being attention to, etc., then you can make changes by going under Admin to System Settings. It says that the students highlighted in blue are not added to the invoice until the Create Invoice button is pressed. So I'm going to go ahead and create this invoice. And now I have 3 students on my list. You can see the unit values and the total based on the 3 different programs. It's printable, of course, just like so. Now, if I needed to add a student to an existing intake invoice, then the process is fairly straightforward. I go back and search. I can see that, I already have 3 students that have been invoiced, but I have 1 that is not. So by selecting the new students and then just looking for the existing invoice, like so, I don't have to have a separate invoice for a student that's added after the fact. And again, additional students in blue are not added until you hit update, and now I have all of the students added. You can always go under Accounting to Account History to see a complete history of all of the invoices, both completion, intake, dual credit, etc., that have been completed. And you can go to the details at any time. You can add or remove students, as you know, and that kind of thing. And that is a very brief overview of ACIT intake. Thank you for your time.